Well, welcome to Rural Strong Live tonight, presented by Massey Ferguson and Heston. I hope you come and see us next Tuesday through Thursday, August 30th through September 1st. We're going to be at the Farm Progress Show in Boone, Iowa. You know, Heston's celebrating its 75th anniversary, and the venerable Massey Ferguson brand is celebrating 175 years, and they're celebrating that legacy as well as the innovation that's leading them into the future at the Farm Progress Show, and I hope you'll join them for that. I'll be there with the Mobile Rural Strong studio. We're going to be doing interviews throughout the show, so if you're going to be in Boone, Iowa for the show, I hope you'll stop by and see us. We'd love to meet you and hear about your farming operation. And you know what? We're just going to have a lot of fun. That's going to be at the Agco lot, which is lot 1002. Again, 1002. You're going to see all the great red Massey Ferguson and Heston equipment. I know they'll have some Fendt equipment there as well. So make sure you stop by and say hi. Well, our special guest tonight is billed as America's 12-year-old yodeling cowgirl. She's a native of London, Kentucky, and she's about ready to release an album backed by some legendary talent. We can't wait to find out all about it here. But first of all, Phoebe White, welcome in here to Tractors and Troubadours.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
How are you?
I'm so good.
So some exciting times for you here as you get ready to release this album. First of all, before we get things going tonight, will you start us out with a song?
Okay. This is called Yodeling Blues. Oh, yodelay, yodelay, got the blues. Olay, olay, it's true. Olay, olay, and sweet's the home ever knew. Oh, olay, olay, gotta go. Olay, olay, don't you know? Olay, olay, and sing your olay blues. Way up in New York City, they talk a different style. So busy making money, ain't got time to smile. It was so doggone crowded, we felt so hemmed in there. We came back home to Texas to get a breath of air. Oh, yodelay, yodelay, got the blues. Yodelay, yodelay, it's for you. Yodelay, yodelay, and sweet's the home ever knew. Oh, yodelay, yodelay, gotta go. Yodelay, yodelay, don't you know? Yodelay, yodelay, and sing yodelay blues. Down in the valley, you'll hear me when lights are low. Down in the valley, you'll hear my yodelay blues. We're so lonesome, we don't know what to do. I guess we're sentimental, feeling the way we do. Oh, yodelay, yodelay, how to go. Yodelay, yodelay, don't you know? Yodelay, yodelay, and sing yodelay blues. Oh, yodelay, yodelay, how to go. Yodelay, yodelay, don't you know? Yodelay, yodelay, and sing yodelay blues.
There you go. What a way to kick off the show. We've never had anybody yodel to kick off the show. And boy, what a way to kick things off tonight. I wanted to do that so we could set the table for this here so folks know exactly how Phoebe White approaches this here. And for the folks who don't know you, tell us a bit about when you began singing and when you first tried yodeling. What got you interested in it?
Well, I first started singing. Well, I started voice lessons when I was 6. And then I heard Leanne Rimes sing Blue, and I thought that was so cool. So I went home and tried it.
And how long did it take you, would you say, to really get a feel for it? Because that's not an easy thing to do.
It took me a whole day.
Oh, wow. A whole day, huh?
Yeah.
And then off to the races from there. So it says here that you play guitar, mandolin, piano, ukulele, banjo, and more. Well, which did you learn to play first?
I actually learned how to play mandolin first, and then I did guitar.
Gotcha. What was it about the mandolin? I mean, was there just one around, or did you see it and want to play it?
I just heard all kinds of bluegrass bands, and I heard that really cool sound. I was like, oh, I want to do that. And then I just wanted to learn it, and my mom got me one for my birthday.
Tell me about some of the musical influences that you have. What are some of your first memories with music, and really when did you find bluegrass and traditional country music and western and some of the stuff that you've gravitated toward?
Well, I liked listening to Roy Rogers, Del Evan, Carolina Cotton, and I loved listening to like all the bluegrass country, pretty much everything. But
Uh-huh.
Patsy Cline and Patsy Montana, I loved all those old western sounds.
Uh-huh. It says here that you tried your hand at some other instruments that I didn't already name. What else have you kind of dabbled with?
Uh, well, I started trying to learn the fiddle.
Uh-huh. How's that
And
going?
it's very hard. And Woody Paul from Riders in the Sky asked me to, and I really wanted to learn too, so I'm doing that for him.
That's awesome. I guess if somebody like that asks you, you don't have much of a choice, do you?
But I really wanted to.
Uh-huh. That's excellent. Does he check in for some progress reports?
Yeah. A few months ago, he did FaceTime with me to teach me some guitar stuff, and it was so much fun. We had a big time together.
Wow. What's it been like having those guys as mentors? Because they're Opry legends. They've been around a long time, and just what part of the history and the fabric of Western music.
Yeah, they're such nice people. They're funny. They're so funny.
Right.
I just love being around them. I look up to them. They're just so nice and great.
So how did that relationship begin? How did you meet them?
Well, I was at Woodsongs, and I got invited to go to the Kentucky Castle, and
Wow.
then I was supposed to open for them, and I yodeled, and they thought it was good. It was like just a little basic yodel, and
Uh-huh.
then they invited me to go to the National Library, and we sang together. And then we kept going on. It was fun.
There's a picture with Phoebe and Riders in the Sky, the legendary group, with also Michael Johnathon, our buddy who's been on the show here a couple times. And tell me, he's produced this album here. Tell me about your relationship with Michael and how you got on his radar.
Well, my mom sent a video, and then I got invited to Woodsongs, and then I've been invited to Woodsongs some more, and we became partners and stuff. And he taught me some stuff on guitar, and then we did our album together. He produced my album, and I thought that was really fun.
Just incredible when you think about artists like Sierra Hull, who was like 10 years old when she cut her teeth on that show, and our buddy Alex Miller's been on there before. So a lot of folks who've gone on there have gone on to do some really big things.
Yes, yeah.
So as far as performing goes, you're kind of an old pro at it. I understand you've been performing since 2017. I guess that would have made you 7 the first time you took a stage, and you just started taking voice lessons at 6. What was that feeling like the first time you went out there in front of a crowd?
Well, I did have stage fright, but when I sing, after I sing, I lost it, and then I just wanted to do it more, and I wanted to do competitions, and I asked my mom to look for some, and we just kept going.
Do you remember that feeling the first time you stepped on the stage and saw those people looking back at you? What was that like?
Well, when you go out as a 7-year-old, you're kind of nervous. You're like, oh,
Right,
what if they don't like me?
right.
And then when you start singing, you kind of get used to it, and then you kind of get relaxed and start having fun. You have fun, and it was really good though. It was really
So,
fun.
so as 12, somebody who's been out there for about 5 years doing it now, do you still get that? Do you still get the butterflies before you go out there?
No, not anymore. I lost them when I first performed. It was like when you first perform, it's just gone. You lose them. I
Uh,
lost them.
you talk about the Kentucky Opry. You've been on the legendary Renfro Valley stage, and then we mentioned Woodsongs with Michael Johnathon. You
Yeah.
performed with Susie Bogus, members of some legendary groups like Chicago, the Doobie Brothers, and Newgrass Revival. So, in other words,
Yeah.
you become a seasoned veteran pretty quickly.
Thank you.
What is it that you like about performing?
I just like I like the reaction to the crowd because not everybody can yodel and then they like cheer and applaud. I like that. I like making people smile and you know.
Well, we're gonna share. I want to share this clip here. This is just a short clip from your one of your Woodsongs appearances earlier this year, where you had announced that you were going to do the album with Michael and also Riders in the Sky and the McLain band. So I'm gonna let folks just check this clip out here.
And you're about to sing a song that's going to be on the album, right? It's just you and your guitar. And this is called the Boo Hoo Blues?
Yes.
It's a pretty cool name. It's an old song, too,
Yes,
isn't it?
it is.
All right, 12 years old, Phoebe White. It's this week's Woodsongs Kid.
I feel sad, I'm looking back. Someday I'll just up and die. But when I'm gone, you're gonna moan. You'll be sorry by and by. And oh, how much I suffered. Boo, how I cried over you. I can't see why you're so mean to little me. And now I've got the boo blues.
So not only did you have all the folks in the audience, but you also had TV cameras on you too. What was that like? Are you aware of that when you're out there performing?
Yeah, I kind of noticed it the first time I sang, but they were moving around so much that you didn't really notice they were on you. You're just so focused on the audience, and I didn't really notice them.
Uh,
I just smiled and went on.
and it sounded like from the reaction of the crowd, they were really digging what you were doing.
Yeah, like I said, no, not everybody else can do that, and just makes me so happy when I see someone smile and makes them cheer, and I like that so much. It makes me so happy.
It kind of lights a fire under you, doesn't it? When you
Yeah.
get that motivation.
Yes.
You're on the right track. You're doing something right, huh?
Oh, thank you so much.
So what are some of your goals for the business? What do you want to accomplish?
Well, I want to make some more albums, of course,
Right?
and I want to be on the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I know the guys. It seems like they could get you there.
Yeah.
Uh,
They said they'd play for me if I ever was on it. I thought that
wow.
was so cool.
Wow. Well, here we are tonight, putting the word out there. We need to get Phoebe on the Grand Ole Opry stage here. I think you would have the crowd on their feet here if you did that.
Thank you so much.
So when you're not doing music, what else do you like to do?
Well, I do swim. I play volleyball sometimes. Oh, I do paint sometimes. But mostly I play guitar and practice music.
There you go. And you were telling me you're homeschooled, so that gives you the kind of the
Yes.
flexibility to spend more time with stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's excellent. And music is where you want to be when we talk about a career. This is the long game for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So have you had a chance, you're still pretty young, but have you had a chance to learn any of the business side of music yet? Have you gotten into that at all, or you let
So
other folks handle that? Does that fascinate you at all?
that's my mom's job. She's my momager. Like
There you go.
I do the singing, she's the momager.
There you go.
We have a team.
If you've got a good one of those, that'll take you far.
Yeah. Always.
It's got to be a neat experience too for you guys to be able to share, going around the state and wherever else you go to, have
Yeah.
those experiences together.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I love spending time with her.
So we mentioned the new album, Unexpected. Where did the title come from?
Well, we were at the McLain family band's house, and then Michael Johnathon was like, "Oh, what if we call the name Unexpected?" And then I was like, "Oh, that's a great idea," and then that's the name.
Is that a reference to people not knowing what's going to come out of the mouth of a 12-year-old
Yes, unexpected.
performer?
Yes,
And
yes.
it is, I will say, very unexpected. So you guys hit a home run with the title. Tell me
Yeah.
about the McLain family band. How did you come into knowing those folks?
Well, I sang with them on Woodsongs opening. We were singing "Over the Mountain," and they played, and I sang with them and Michael Johnathon. And then Michael Johnathon was talking about stuff and thought they should be on the album with me. And I thought, and they said yes. I was like, oh wow, that's so excited. And then we just started practicing together, and we had so much fun. They're so sweet and so nice and funny. They're so nice.
At what point did somebody say, "Hey, we need to do an album"?
Well, I've been wanting to do an album for since I was like a long time, and and then I was like, I was saving up. I've been saving up stuff from winning game stuff, and I was like, oh, I should do an album. And then I asked Michael Johnathon to be my producer, and he said yes. And then we just started working on it.
There we go. So I want to share this one of you with Michael in the center there with the members of Riders in the Sky there in the studio.
Yeah.
And we mentioned mom here. I meant to share this earlier. There's a shot of you with mom here, the momager.
Yeah, no, no.
Where was this picture taken?
We were in the recording studio actually. So this guy's recording studio was like a 50s house.
Oh,
Everything
cool.
50s themed. It was amazing. And then so we go in and go under to the basement. And then it's like a really calm and all kinds of recording places, booths and stuff. And that's where Riders in the Sky recorded, and I recorded upstairs. And so that's why I went down there to check on them and stuff, and that's where they got the picture.
Yeah, was that in Nashville or where?
Yes, that was in Nashville.
Okay.
Oh, it was so much fun to be there. It was so cool.
I was gonna say, what was that experience like getting to actually record in Nashville? Was that your first time in a recording studio?
No. I've been in a recording studio, but that was my first going into one professional recording studio first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something part of the business, that creative process and getting in the studio? Is that something that you really enjoy?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It wasn't, you know how people say it's different from when you record, but it wasn't really different to me. It's just like standing in the microphone.
Uh,
And I thought it was the same as performing. Like if you're singing a slow song, you stand still and sing. Well, I
Right.
thought that was the same experience. It was really fun though. I loved it so much.
Did you knock a lot of that stuff out in one take? It sounded like there was a lot of stuff that you didn't have to do over a lot.
Some of them, just some.
Imagine some of that got pretty exhausting after a while, huh?
No, I liked it a lot. I wanted to be in there more. I was like,
There you
I
go.
didn't really get exhausted. I didn't get exhausted. I thought it was fun. I liked it. It's like having a big, ginormous, long jam session.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, do you see yourself actually getting involved in the, like the editing and the behind the scenes stuff of that at some point too, the production side of it?
When I get older, probably. When I get
Right.
older,
Yeah. Well, you need to pace yourself, I guess. You can't do it all before
Yeah.
you're 13, right?
Yeah. Turning 13, but
When is your birthday? When do you turn 13?
in 37 days.
Oh, no, not that you're counting or anything, right?
Yeah, I'm counting. I've been counting down for like a while, a long time.
That's awesome. So, the album here, do you have a favorite song for it?
Colorado Trail.
Uh-huh.
It's the last song on it.
What is it about that song that you like?
I just like it's slow. It's really pretty. I like the music for it because it's a slow ballad with fiddles, and it just makes you just sit down and relax.
Uh-huh.
It's just so pretty. I like it so much.
We talked about Riders in the Sky. As you were working with them, what kind of what kind of pointers did they give you, or coaching that you've been able to put to good use?
Oh, Woody Paul helped me learn this yodeling thing, practicing, where you kind of go like this and you kind of practice the yodeling flips, like Ranger Doug does. It's like where you practice yodeling, and then you when these like this, that's when you flip. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
You give us an example?
So. Hey hello, hey hello, hey hello, dee, yodelay, dee, like that. It's like because this you flip on those two and then you go back.
Wow, I've not heard him do it any better, and I've heard him do it a lot. That was really good.
I've done it a few times, but I'm not like as good as he is. He's like amazing. He's phenomenal. He's awesome.
Did he teach you how to play your face yet?
What?
Did he teach you how to play your face yet?
No, not yet.
You haven't heard him do that on the Opry?
I have,
Oh,
but he will teach me someday. I hope he teach me someday.
They are kind of the ultimate entertainers, aren't they?
Yes.
So now that this album is recorded, who else would you like to work with? Do you have a list of people that you'd love to be able to work with?
Well, I just want to work with like all kinds of people, but I need to let this one come out and then record some more, and I think that's to be fun to record with some Grammy Award winners again.
Right. Now I asked you about your favorite song on the album. Is there a favorite song to perform? Is that different from your favorite song on the album?
My favorite song to perform
Uh-huh.
is Whatever Happened to the Yodeling Cowgirls.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I tell you what, we've been talking for a little while. Do you want to share another song with us?
Okay, I think I'll do that one. You're loaded, loaded. You're loaded, loaded. Lay on the loaded, loaded. Whatever happened to the only cowgirls that rode across the silver screen? The ones that rode with Roy and all of the boys that rode the range with Tex and Jean. Whatever happened to the only cowgirls? 'Cause I'm too young to know if they can still be found. I bet they come to town and put on a yodeling show, and they go, you're loaded, hey, hot lady. You're loaded, hey, you're loaded. Lay on the loaded, loaded. Whatever happened to the only cowgirls? The ones that used to dress so cute, fringe hanging down, and rhinestones around, and multicolored cowboy boots. Whatever happened to the only cowgirls? There must be at least some left. But until I find the one, I'm gonna have some fun and do the yodeling myself. You're loaded, hey, hot lady. You're loaded, hey, you're loaded. Lay on the loaded, loaded. Lady, loaded, oh, you're loaded, hey, hot lady. You're loaded, you're loaded, oh, hey, hot lady. You're loaded, hot lady. You're loaded, hey, hot lady. You're loaded, hey, you're loaded. Hey, oh, hey, hot lady. You're loaded, hot lady. You're later, a little faster now. Hold on to your hats, partners.
Amazing. Goosebumps. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Oh,
So you talk about working on your craft here. How long every day would you say you practice?
Maybe an hour,
Wow.
and 30 minutes, an hour, some around there.
Oh, wow. So if anybody, whether they're your age or my age, listen to this and ever had kind of a notion of wanting to get involved in some sort of music, what kind of advice would you give them?
Practice.
Yeah.
And just practice and have fun with it.
Yep. It sounds like you're having fun with it.
Yes, it's so much fun.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, I tell you what, Phoebe, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us here tonight. And
It was so much fun.
I'd love for you to come back again as you get new music out there. And you got a home here anytime you want to come and sing and play. And
thank you.
And just share. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. It was so much fun being with you today.
Well, I tell you, before we get out of here, do you have time to share one more song with us? Do you have one more?
Okay. I'll do Boohoo Blues.
All right.
I'm feeling sad. I'm looking back. Someday I'll just up and die. But till I'm gone, you're gonna moan. You'll be sorry by and by. And oh, how much I suffered. Boo, how I cried over you. I can't see why you're so mean to little old me. I always was a fool because I let you fool me all along. It wasn't fair, but I don't care. I'll always love you right or wrong. And oh, how much I suffered. Ooh, how I cried over you. I can't see why you're so mean to little old me. And now I've got the blues. Go on your way. There'll come a day you'll be sorry. Wait and see. Somebody new will make you blue. Wipe your eyes and think of me. And oh, how much I suffered. Ooh, how I cried over you. I can't see why you're so mean to little old me. And now I've got the blues. I can't see why you're so mean to little old me. And now I've got the blues.
Excellent. But we have no blues here. After listening to that, nothing but smiles here. If folks want to check you out, do you have any presence on social media? Or
You can find me at singphoebesing.com.
there you go.
I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you know.
So the new album, can folks download it from there? Or where can they find the album?
You can download me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook too.
There you go. So make sure sing Phoebe Sing, correct?
Yes.
There you go. Make sure you go check her out. And again, Phoebe, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. We really, really appreciate it.
Oh, I loved it. It was so much fun.
And we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us and invite you to come back again this fall as we present more country music and agriculture live streams. Be paying attention to the Rural Strong Media socials for more details on that. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe to the Tractors and Troubadours podcast, where each week we bring you agriculture industry newsmakers, hot button industry issues, educational features, and the best in true country music, even a little Western music, some Western swing. We've got it all here, and we're going to share it with you each week. The Tractors and Troubadours radio show and podcast can be found at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Deezer, Audible, Odyssey, and the Samsung free app. We also invite you to check out our website, ruralstrongmedia.com, where we feature Tractors and Troubadours, as well as the Ag Women Strong podcast, blogs, educational features, and Rural Strong Radio, our 24/7 streaming internet radio station, which brings you our ag programming along with traditional country music, as well as a little bluegrass, southern rock, and inspirational music. Again, that's ruralstrongmedia.com. And speaking of Rural Strong Media, we invite you to stop by for Mark Oppold's The Bottom Line Report each weekday at 6:58 a.m. and 11:58 a.m. On each segment, Mark Oppold, who's a veteran farm broadcaster, provides valuable commentary on the commodities markets, and you won't want to miss it. So again, each weekday morning, 6:58 and 11:58, just prior to Tractors and Troubadours. We also invite you to come each Sunday morning. Fill your heart with Robbie Lynn's Sunday's Kind of Country from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. Each week, Robbie brings you 3 hours of inspirational music performed by some of the biggest names in country music, as well as some emerging artists. Again, that's Sunday's Kind of Country on Rural Strong Radio, found at ruralstrongmedia.com and on the Live 365 app. Well, we want to say a special thank you to our sponsors, Massey Ferguson and their Heston brand, and thank them for their support of Rural Strong Media, Rural Strong Live, and Tractors and Troubadours. And again, we want to invite you to come join us at the Massey Ferguson exhibit at the Farm Progress Show, Lot 1002 in Boone, Iowa, August 30th through September 1st. We're going to have a great time. Come say hi. Well, friends and neighbors, the clock on the wall tells us it's time to get on out of here. So for now, for Phoebe, it's Brent Adams. We hope you join us again next time we throw the lights on here, would you? And bring along a friend. Good night, everybody.